What's going on, brothers? What's going on, brothers? IP here in the building, International Passport. What is going on? Um, how y'all doing, brothers? How y'all doing? I'm IP. Before I go any further, please press a one in the live stream chat if y'all can hear me loud and clear. How is my audio? Mayday, Mayday. Please press a one in the live stream chat. Am I good? Press a one, please, brothers. It's gonna be a classic live stream today, brothers. Okay, let's get it cracking. Can I get a couple more ones? Who's in the building, man? Who's here? Yes, Justin Wilson's here. Agent Clutch, Fred Astaya, D. Cartier, Base Peel Clips, W. Lack. Let's get it cracking, man. So, brothers, welcome to another Future Classic live stream. I'm your gracious host, Mr. International Passport. I want to say a huge thank you to all those that have supported the channel over the past couple of years. Your support is greatly appreciated. Welcome aboard new people. I accept and I embrace you with open arms, brothers. When you come in, brothers, please like the video. Likes are very important. Please do so. And make sure you hit the super chats throughout tonight and support the channel via the PayPal. And of course, book your IT consultation. That's pinned on the live stream chat over there, brothers. And make sure you cop the merch too, brothers. That'd be greatly appreciated, brothers. Thank you, brothers. And of course, brothers, join the Patreon, man. The Patreon will change your life, brothers. Intel on how freaky and naughty foreign women are. Japanese, Ukrainian, Colombian, Panamanian, any nationality you want to hear. So how freaky they are in the bedroom. Go and join the Patreon, brothers. Awesome. Let's get it cracking, man. So today, brothers, as you can see in the live stream, we shall be discussing a country called Canada that I know all too well. But this time specifically, a place in Canada called Calgary. I got a very special guest here today called Mr. Cameron. Cameron, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How about you, IP?
I'm doing fantastic, Cameron. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated, bro. So, brother Cameron, let's get it cracking, brother. So, brother, can you tell me, brother, as to give us a brief intro about yourself, brother, who you are, where you're from, and anything special about you, brother. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, definitely. So, name's Cameron. I'm originally from the Bay Area, from California. I'm an Army veteran, was in for 5 years. I've got 3 degrees, bachelor's, 2 master's degrees, currently studying for a postmaster certificate in business studies. And we're currently living in Las Vegas, and I am working towards entrepreneurship, but also looking into IT as well.
Fantastic, man. Fantastic, brother. Awesome. All right, brothers, get the likes up, man. We got only 8 likes, but over 20 people. Please get the likes up. That'd be greatly appreciated. So, brother, you were in Calgary, Canada
Yes, sir.
recently, brother. Can I ask you why you decided to go to Calgary, Canada? What was your choice? Why?
Yeah, so my brother actually lives out there. He's married to a Canadian woman, so just went out there to go visit. I felt like I was just ready to get out of the States. I've been wanting to travel for a long time, so it actually happened to be the perfect opportunity. And they happened to have the Calgary Stampede Festival when I was up there, so it just felt like a great time to just go out, get out of the country, and check things out in Canada. I've heard a lot of things about it, and I just kind of wanted to see it for myself. And with my brother being married to a Canadian woman, I was like, all right, you know what? It's time for me to go check it out.
Amazing, brother. Amazing. Calgary is a very interesting first choice. Obviously, you got Vancouver, that's more popular.
Right.
Toronto, that's more popular. Montreal, but Calgary, I'm definitely looking forward to this live stream, brother. So,
Yeah.
brother, I'm going to ask you, brother, a very important question. It's a question that is probably the most important question in the history of mankind, brother.
Yes, sir.
you know, brother, it's a question that can that can solve many world wars. It's a question that is so important that it can stop an alien invasion from invading Earth from the planet Mars and Jupiter. That question is, brother, right? Are the women in Calgary, Canada, checking heavy for brothers?
Absolutely, 100% they are. It is absolutely nuts when you go up there. I think it's probably, I haven't been to Vancouver, so I can't really speak for Vancouver, but I'm sure it's very similar with the reception that you get when you are a brother from the States. And when I was out there, man, it just felt like I was just it felt like I was exotic to a lot of the women I was around. You could just tell that some of these women had either they'd not been around a Black American man, or they have, but they were just excited to be around another one. So yes, they definitely are. And Canada is very diverse with the different kinds of women out there, whether it's Asian, white, Middle Eastern, Indian, whatever your preference is, they definitely are checking heavy for us out there.
Wow, amazing, brother. Brother, when you say checking, right, I want to know what you mean by that. What kind of why they checking for brothers, and also how do they check for brothers? Is it how they treat you, how they look at you? Break it down for us, bro.
Yeah, man, it's definitely how they treat you and how they look at you. When I was out there, man, I noticed that actually it was more so my brother and sister-in-law that would notice this, that we would go out to eat. The first spot I went to, we went to go eat after they picked me up from the airport, and there was this waitress. She was originally from Ireland, and she was just like giggling, smiling when she was around me. My brother was actually picking it up, and every time like she came by, she was always just smiling and sometimes laughing at things I would say, and I wasn't even joking. So you could just tell by the way that they look at you. There was a few times that I would walk by some girls that were actually with their boyfriends, and I would see them turn their head when I would pass by. So yeah, bro. Yeah, I saw it maybe like 2 or 3 times from my time out there.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. So now I want to know um the group of women, brother, that checked for you the most. What kind of women gave you the most play, the most attention? And let's break it down by racial demographics, brother. Break it down for us, bro.
Yeah, so I'd say the top group is obviously going to be the white Canadian women. You have a lot of women out there that are from Europe. I encounter a lot of Ukrainian women. So the white women are top, and then I'd say second under that would be Asian women, and then under that would be Middle Eastern.
Oh, and we're gonna break down the Middle Eastern part there, brother.
Yeah,
Um, brother, so the Asian woman, when you say Asian, is that Indian Asian or like Chinese, Korean, Japanese Asian that are checking for brothers in Canada?
Korean, Japanese. From what I saw a lot of girls that looked like they were from Japan, sounded like they were speaking Japanese. So a lot of them are checking for you out there when you get up to Canada.
Whoa, brother, that's oh. So, brother, you telling me the Asian women in Calgary, Canada, are checking for brothers? Were they checking for you, or did you see them with brothers out there holding hands, spying at brothers, giving place to brothers, or even spying at you? Break it down for us, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, I got like a few looks, but it was more so like when I was out, I would see more of them out with other brothers that were out there. So you see them holding hands and stuff like that. Actually, my sister in law told me that she saw like this one brother, and I think he was like maybe from Africa, that was with an Asian chick. So you'll see them holding hands, when they're going out about like at the mall or something like that. Yeah, it's pretty obvious that they really are interested in black men. And then when you're a black man from America or you're from the UK, I feel like they'll check for you even more so, just because of the fact that the culture with the swag that we bring from America, and with British guys, obviously the accent is a big thing. So yeah, I saw it more so than actually being on the receptive end. But I would still get a few looks here and there from the Asian women out there.
Brother, that's crazy. Wow. Obviously, brother, being in the UK and in America, the Asian women don't check for us. They don't like us. They kind of look down on us, brother. But
Absolutely.
across the pond, the neighboring country, Canada, they're all over brothers. And it's what I personally experienced in Vancouver as well, brother. I was seeing Japanese checking for me. I saw Korean checking for me. I was like, whoa, what's going
Yeah.
on here, bro?
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, I saw the
That's
same, man.
damn. And brother, were these Asian women good looking?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Dude, in Canada, the biggest difference that you'll see is that compared to the U.S., there's a lot of women that are in shape. They take great care of themselves. The Asian women were we're in good shape, and yeah, like they just all look healthy. They all look like they actually care about their weight, their fitness. So yeah, they're looking good, just like any other woman out there.
Oh wow, wow. All right, so brother, so the white women in Canada, why are they checking for brothers? What's going on there with the white women in Canada?
Man, I just think they just love our swag, man. They love our style. You know, when you come up there looking presentable, and you know you can articulate yourself very well, you got something going on, and you know you're just a cool guy to be around. You know you're not really pushy. They just seem to gravitate towards us, man. Like there was one day where me and my brother we went to get something to eat in downtown Calgary, and there was one spot that we went to, and there was this waitress, and man, she was gorgeous. She was a brunette, white lady, and dude, like I could just tell, like she was just checking for me. I mean, she was just super nice, giggling, smiling, and you know, she had an amazing body. You could tell she was an athlete or in the gym, and yeah, man, she just made it obvious, bro. And it's just like I don't know what it is, but they're just so much more approachable than you know the white women out here in the U.S. They make it really easy to talk to them. They're just a lot more sweeter, and you know they definitely are more forward. Like if they like you, they just make it more obvious that they like you.
That's crazy, brother. So I know, brother, there's been obviously the war in Russia and Ukraine, right? And
Yeah,
Ukrainian women, they're all scattered around the world, right?
right.
Did you come across Ukrainian women in Canada?
Yeah, there's a lot of them, a whole lot of them, man. So there was one day I was taking a transit system, and I was actually sitting right next to a Ukrainian woman, and you know we were just having a great conversation. I did find out she was married though, but yeah, they're out there, man. There's a whole lot of Ukrainian women. So if you're interested in dating Ukrainian women, you know, just like there's a lot of them from what I hear in Vancouver, there's also a lot of them in Calgary. They are out there, and you know you know you won't be disappointed. You won't be sorry if you want to go out there looking for one.
Brother, so are the women in are the Ukrainian women in Canada checking for brothers?
Yeah, I would say so too. Like, dude, even the woman I was talking to that I didn't even know she was married, but you know, I could tell that she was attracted, and just based off of the way she was looking and you know her mannerism. But you know, she did let me know she was married. But yeah, I could tell that they definitely are interested in black men. So, you know, you go out there, you see them out and about. I did see a lot of them hanging out with other Ukrainians, but I did notice that when I would pass by a few of the Ukrainian women, you know, they would look at you, smile, you know, and just make it kind of obvious that, you know, they find you attractive. So yeah, brothers will definitely have a good time going up to Calgary if Ukrainian women is what they're looking for.
Amazing, brother. Now we're not going to go into the meat of things, the centerpiece of the live stream, brother.
Right.
You know, the star attraction. you know,
Yeah.
Middle Eastern woman, brother. So you're
Right.
currently dealing with a Middle Eastern chick you found out there in Canada, all right? But before we even break down how she treats you, brother, you telling me, right, in 2023, Middle Eastern women in Canada are checking heavy for brothers. Can you please confirm that for us, brother, please? Damn.
I can absolutely confirm that they're not only checking, man, they are hoping to find a Black American brother up there.
What?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. It is it's definitely something I was not expecting. I mean, I heard about the Middle Eastern women in Vancouver, but you know the thing is like you can hear about it, but it's different when you actually go somewhere and experience it for yourself.
Whoa. And brother, when we say Middle Eastern, right, are you referring to Iranian,
Yeah.
Saudi Arabian, Iraqi, Lebanese? These Middle Eastern chicks, they're checking for brothers in Canada right now, bro. What?
Yeah, Iranian, Persian, you know, whatever you call them. Yeah, they definitely are checking for you.
And why is that, brother? Because we don't really interact with Middle Eastern chicks like that, especially for me in the UK. I hardly come across them unless I go down to, you know, somewhere else in the UK where they all reside, but that's still small. America, they're down in Detroit, so brothers ain't gonna
Right.
go from Los Angeles all the way to Detroit to go and find a Middle Eastern chick. That's hustling backwards, bro. you know.
Yeah.
So, brother, why are the Middle Eastern chicks in Canada checking for brothers from what you saw, from what you heard, and from what your girl told you, brother? Break it down for us, bro, please.
I just think that it's the fact that we're different, and um, I think also, with their men, I think with the culture, the men are a little bit more aggressive with them. So, when they meet guys like us that are just a little more cool, we're chill, we're just trying to have a good time. I think that's what kind of separates us from their guys.
Wow. Wow, amazing. And brothers, please get the likes up, get the support flowing, hit the super chats, hit the PayPal donation. Please support what I do. That we greatly appreciate. Yet another options for you, brothers, for you to ride with, for you to understand that, you got options out there, brothers. Get your passport,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Amazing, bro. So you currently have a Middle Eastern woman you're dealing with, brother. Can you tell us more about her? How you met her and how she treats you, brother. Break it down.
Yeah. So, man, I was on Tinder and I was on Bumble when I was out there. I figured, just why not just get on the apps, use them, see what happens. And she found me and she liked me first. So she found me on Tinder, and I was talking to other girls, but it seemed like she was like the one that kind of stood out based on her profile. She was saying, she loved kids. She wanted to, meet somebody. She wants marriage, things like that. So I sent her a DM and was just like chatting and like, hey, like what's the funnest things to do out here in Calgary? Since I'm new, and from there, she was just kind of just down to chat more, and she loved what she saw with me, with my profile, my pictures. She was like, man, you're fit and everything, and just being educated and wanting to wanting to be a guy that is trying to find marriage material. Felt like she was attracted to that. And another thing that kind of just caught me off guard about her was, not only that she was obviously interested in me being a Black American man, like I'm actually the only Black American man she's actually dealt with before in her life. So she also told me that being former military made me super attracted to her. So, and which was kind of shocking because, she's Canadian and, having a Middle Eastern background, I just was like, it just kind of threw me off. But, that's what she told me. So, she liked me first, and she was definitely just interested in getting to know me more. We would chat, go back here and there, and then, I just say, hey, you know what, let's meet up. So, we just met up, and yeah, man, like she was just obviously attracted. She would just tell me like just how attractive I was to her. And it was just something that I was just not really anticipating, but at the same time, it was pretty awesome just to see like, wow, like, this chick is definitely like feeling me, and stuff like that. I've had, girls message me before in the States, but it was just different. You know what I mean? Like you could just tell like she was more intentional about it.
Wow, amazing. And tell us how she treats you, brother. This Middle Eastern woman, and where is she from in the Middle East? Is she Iranian? Is she Lebanese? Break it down.
Yeah, so she's mixed actually. So she is Iranian, but she's half Iranian, half Malaysian. So she is, very exotic looking, and she treats me very, very well. I mean, she lets me, she definitely treated me like I was the man when we went out. She let me lead, she let me pick where we would go, and she was just like everything I was talking about. She was just interested in, things about my life, my education, just being from the States. Like she was just fascinated by everything about me. So she treated me very well. She was just very, just very sweet. And, she just made it so easy for a first date. Like just actually, she didn't care about the first day being a coffee date. And, here in the US, and I'm sure a lot of brothers can attest to this, is that if you want to date a girl, typically you want to just take her out on a coffee date because that's just, you want to get to know her before you actually start committing to more expensive dates. And She had no issue with it, totally fine with it. So it was just a different, it was just a different experience compared to like the dates I've had when I was in the States, man. Like just it was just like, wow, like she's just making this like so much more enjoyable.
Amazing, brother. Wow, incredible. And do you get the key attributes that are very important in a girlfriend? Femininity, submissiveness, being coachable, being loving, and letting you lead at your command. Do you get that from her, brother?
Yeah, I did get that sense from her that she was definitely a lot more feminine. She told me about how she loves animals, children. She wants to have a family. She's close with her brother, and she loves family, and it's very important to her. So I definitely got that sense that she's about family. She's about having a healthy relationship. It's something that's very important to her, and she just made it obvious. Like, yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Even with her Tinder profile, when she first liked me, and I was looking through her profile, I was like, okay, well, she's making it sound like she definitely is interested in some of the things I'm interested in and finding for a woman. So yeah, I would definitely agree that she is.
Amazing, brother. And is there any negatives you spotted from her, brother, or is she just is going very well with her?
Negatives. There's not a lot of negatives. I think the only thing is that uh, since she's been in Canada, Canada is a Western country, so she's picked up a few of the traits of being a Westerner, but still, like compared to what you deal with here in the States, she's nowhere near that. But outside of that, everything is pretty positive with her.
Wow. Iranian, Malaysian, Lord have mercy. Ooh,
Yeah,
whoa.
yeah, she's actually a model too, man. Yeah, she does her own modeling business, so she's done like photo shoots with her being in the gym. She likes to work out a lot, so yeah, she does some modeling from what she told me. So yeah, I definitely was. I was like, wow, like look at what I just found out here in Canada.
Wow, amazing, brother. So now I want to ask this, brother, right? As an overall oversight from what you saw in Canada, are the women in Calgary, Canada, on average good looking, or is there a particular race of women that just supersedes every other group of race of women there in Calgary?
Yeah, honestly, man, I would say it's the white girls in Canada. This is the crazy thing about them, man. A lot of the white women that I came across in Calgary, they are so athletic, they're so in shape, they take care of themselves, and I don't know what it is, man, but it's just like they've got a nice behind, if you know what I mean. I'm just trying to keep it PG, and they're very. It's like a white woman with the behind of a black woman. I just kept seeing it. It's like when you're walking around, bro, and you're seeing them pass by you. It's like your head is just gonna be turning. Like, oh my god, like where are all these women coming from? Like I kept asking my brother, like, yo, what's in the water out here, man? Because I don't know what it is, man, but it's working.
Damn, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Damn. Ooh, Lord.
Yeah. Like I said,
Yo.
like I said, brothers, if you love white women, but you also love a woman that is in shape and has a nice bottom, bottom peach, you will definitely find that in abundance in Calgary.
What about the Asian women there, brother? What are they good looking out there in Calgary? And if so, what group of Asians? Is it the Japanese that best looking, the Koreans or the Chinese or whatever? Break it down for us, bro.
Yeah, they're definitely good looking. I'd say I didn't really encounter like a variety of Asians. Like I said, I encountered a lot of Japanese, Korean. I didn't really see a lot of Filipinas, but I'm sure they're out there. But I'd say that the Japanese for sure are definitely like the most attractive Asian women.
Lord. So now picture us, brother, right? Where we're planning to go to Calgary, Canada. And now we need to know how to navigate the dating scene out there. So, and we have the intention of finding a girlfriend or a respectable woman, and we're brothers that cold approach. Are there any particular spots in Calgary that we should be going, brother, to find decent woman in your opinion, brother? Break it down for us.
Yeah. So downtown, there's an area that actually I went out to with her, and it's called Kensington. So you go out to that area. It's very very nice. I think it's actually close by the university out there. So if you go to Kensington, or if you go to the South Center area, which is actually where I was staying at because my brother lives out there, then you'll have a good chance of meeting a lot of women. There's also, I believe it was called the Chinook Mall. So you go to the Chinook Mall. It's like a medium-sized mall. It's not super big, but it's still a decent mall. You know, you'll find a lot of single girls just walking around, chilling. So definitely Chinook Mall is good. Kensington is definitely a good spot, and for a first date, that's definitely an area I would recommend brothers go to if they meet a woman in Calgary.
Awesome, brother. Did you cold approach out there?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
So, getting back to the story of the waitress I met, that brunette white girl. So, you know, she was very cute. She had a nice body. She was smiling, giggling. You know, like even like just coming around. You know, she also had a nice bottom too, bottom peach, and I actually was like, man, like you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. After we're done eating, I told my brother, hey, like I'm gonna go talk to her real quick. So he went outside, and I just went up to her and I said, hey, you know what? I definitely, think you're beautiful, and I want to, get to know you a little more. Can I get your number? And she just gave it to me without hesitation.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's that easy to cold approach. So for brothers who love to cold approach, how should we do it? Go up to her, hey, I saw you from down the road. You look very nice. What are you doing today? I want to take you out for coffee tomorrow. Is that how we cold approach out there in Canada?
Yeah. Just keep it casual, keep it simple. Don't like try to oversell yourself. Just say like, hey, like I saw you, I just thought you were attractive. You have a nice smile, and I'd like to get to know you more. Let's keep in touch, and they'll basically, as long as they don't think you're too much of a creep. And I don't really get that sense that Canadian women kind of act like American women when you cold approach. And if you're cold approaching them, they're just going to completely, brush you off. I feel like as long as you just make it simple like that, and you're obviously a presentable looking guy, they'll definitely oblige you and give you your number. So it definitely felt a lot easier, a lot more natural just to code approach out there because she smiled and she just gave it to me without hesitation.
Wow, incredible. Now, were you cold approached, brother?
Was I cold approached?
Yes.
I I wasn't really cold approached a lot, but like I said before, I would see a lot of women that would pass by me. They would smile and things of that nature. If I was like next to them, they would just ask like, hey, where are you from? And I would tell them I'm from the States. And the funny thing is every time I would tell a woman I was from the States, it's like they just got super intrigued and excited and interested. It's like their eyes would just light up, and it's like, oh wow, okay, like where are you from? And I'd tell them like I'm from Las Vegas, and then that would intrigue them even more. Like, what are you doing out here? It's like, hey, like just taking a trip, visiting family, but just checking out the country. So it's definitely a lot easier to cold approach in Canada. I think that you'll definitely not run into a lot of issues.
Amazing, brother. So, brother, tell us five things about Canadian women in Calgary that you like.
Yeah, so they are definitely in much better shape. They take good care of themselves. They're a lot nicer, just more pleasant to talk to, be around. They if you're in a situation where like if you need help, like if you feel like you're lost just trying to figure your way around the city, like they'll definitely help you without hesitation. They are just very upfront. If they like you, they don't play games. They just make it known like, hey, I like you, you look good. And they also are just I don't know what it is, man, but they just love meeting people from different countries, especially if you're from the States.
Damn. Now, tell us 5 things you don't like about them from what you observed.
5 things I'd say is, they, even though they're a lot nicer than American women, they're still Western women, so you have to bear that in mind. So that's one thing. Number two, man, I didn't really think about this. Number two, I'd say that Canadian women, I feel like since they're too nice, it can kind of make them seem like they like you when they don't. They're just being super
Mm.
nice. So sometimes it can be kind of hard to tell the difference. Let's see what else. I think that Canadian women can be, for the most part, I feel like they can. Yeah, man, it's kind of hard, man. I mean, like those are the top two things I can think of.
Okay, wow. Damn. This is sounding amazing, brother. Now, obviously, brother, body count is very important to me. God forbid we might have a high body count chick. No, no, no.
Right.
Um, when you were out there, brother, right? Do you feel like they have a high body count, the women there in Calgary, Canada, or do you think it's low? And could we possibly find a virgin out there, brother?
So I'll be honest. I think that there's definitely a bit of a hookup culture out there in Calgary. So I was out there during the Calgary Stampede, and what I learned is that during that time, there's like a big hookup thing. Now the Calgary Stampede, it's like a 10-day festival. It's kind of like a Western theme kind of thing, but it's a really big festival. It's actually international. So there was people from all over the world out there when I was there, and there's a big hookup culture that goes on. Apparently, STDs is a big problem. So, I just want to just want to be honest with brothers about that. So if you do go to Calgary, if you're not trying to hook up, but you're actually wanting to look for a quality woman to marry, I'd say don't go during that time. I feel like you could find a woman that is a virgin, especially like if you're a person of faith and you are able to find some time to go to church. I feel like you could definitely find one there, because what I noticed when I went to my brother's church was the women there dress very, very traditional. Like you'll see women that are, not just beautiful, but they'll wear like nice dresses, uh, even more so than like churches I've been to in the States. So I feel like you could definitely find a virgin more likely in that kind of environment. And high body count, like I said, there's big hookup kind of culture when the Calgary Stampede is going on. So you just got to be aware of that. But I think if you go outside of the Stampede timeframe, which is basically July, then I think you'll be fine, and you'll have a much better chance of finding a woman that's a little bit more traditional minded. Because there are traditional minded women out there, but I think you just got to go at the right time.
Amazing stream so far, brother. Amazing. Shout out to the brother. Shout out to Alexis Maculo for the $5 super chat. It sounds that I need to. It sounds like I need to take another trip out there. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank you, brother. And shout out to Antonio X Tone for the $4.99 super chat. I appreciate you, Antonio, for the support. Much appreciated, bro. And brothers, get the support up, man. Get the support up. Another classic live stream. We got over
Yeah,
90
get the
people
like up.
watching. Like the video, man. Like the video, likes are free, and definitely send in some super chats and some PayPal donations, man. If we could I have touched upon over 50 countries for you brothers, man. Y'all support, man. Y'all gotta support me, man. I'm telling you, I'm putting in work for you brothers, hardcore work. Um,
That's
so
right.
this is an awesome live stream so far, brother. We got another hour, 30 minutes left. How does that sound? Is that okay with you, bro?
Yeah, it's perfect. Perfect, man.
Awesome. Awesome. So we've got half an hour between me and you, and then discussing the Q&A session. Then we get the phone lines open up in half an hour's time. So would you say, right, women in Calgary, Canada are wifeable, brother? And if they are wifeable, tell us why.
Yeah, they're definitely wifeable because, like I said before, these women don't play games with you. If they like you, they make it known that they like you, and they're definitely more willing to let you lead, to let you be masculine. Because what I kind of gathered was that a lot of Canadian dudes are just a little bit effeminate, And that's why, you know, when they meet, you know, say a guy like me, or, you know, a guy like you that's from the States or from the UK and that's a bit more masculine, you know, they get more excited about that. They're more turned on from men that are actually more masculine. So I think that they're definitely wifeable because they're looking for men that are more masculine. And, you know, they're just not satisfied with Canadian men because, you know, just a lot of the dudes, I could even kind of tell, you know, just from my interactions and just seeing them, you know, they just seem kind of, you know, a little socially awkward. But, you know, when I was around, man, like it was just a lot easier for me. So, and I even see that, you know, with my sister-in-law, with how she is with my brother, because my sister-in-law, she made it very obvious to my brother that, you know, she was totally 100% wanting to commit to him, you know, wanted the same from him. And, you know, she just made it completely obvious. And my sister-in-law, you know, she's dual Canadian and Polish. So she has those Eastern European values. And there's a lot of Eastern Europeans out there. So the thing with Canada, guys, is that Canada is, I would say it's like the United Nations. You know, there's so much diversity. There's like so many different kinds of women out there from all over the world. So you're going to find a woman that still holds those traditional values. And to kind of compare the province of Alberta, Alberta is basically like Texas in Canada. So a lot of people out there are more conservative minded, more family oriented. So it's just going to make it a little easier for finding a woman that actually would make great wife material.
Wow, amazing, man. Hey, Calgary is sounding like a good spot for brothers, man. Like Vancouver, amazing, amazing. Next question for you, brother, is all right. So, I want to ask you more about something not related to women, and this is about where brothers should stay in Calgary,
Yeah.
and in terms of, and also not only that, cost of living, how much it cost you out there for luxury, being a tourist. So those two questions, brother: where you stayed, where brothers should stay, and of course, cost of living.
Yeah. So I stayed in the South Center area of Calgary. So that's where my brother's at. But I feel like as long as you are, you know, there's some parts of downtown that I actually felt like they were pretty safe, but I'd say like definitely look at South Center because that area is super peaceful, it's super quiet for a spot that you want to stay at. Because, you know, there's just a lot of people that, you know, Canadians are very friendly. They don't really try to, they're not really about getting into conflict with other people. And as long as you're respectful of them, you know, they're going to treat you with the utmost respect and care. I think that's just, you know, how they are culturally. And money wise, you know, the Canadian dollar, it's not as strong as the US dollar. So when you go out there, I think it's also not as strong as the pound too. So like for me, you know, using the US dollar, everything that you see price wise, when you go to the store, you go to a restaurant, it's basically if you're American, it's like 30% off. So, you know, there were times where I go out and, you know, you see a meal that's like $19, 19.99. In USD, it's basically like 15.99. So, you know, it's things are just a lot cheaper for you when you go out as an American using USD. And I think that, you know, rent wise, if even if you can find a spot that's, you know, in Canadian dollars, like maybe 1,900 a month, in American, you know, that might be 15 or 1,600 a month, just based on how the currency rates exchanged. So it's definitely great, like being able to be to a spot and no matter what the price looks like, everything is basically discounted for you when you go.
Wow. Wow. Amazing, brother. Amazing. Now, in terms of like safety, is it safe for possible bros to be out there as brothers? Did you experience any racism there? Any N word said towards you? Any sort of discrimination? Break it down for us, bro.
Oh, no, it is absolutely safe. I joke with my brother about this. Literally, the only person I heard use the N word was him when I was out there. You know, he was just joking around when I was at his place. But, dude, it is so safe out there. So I came back from a date with, you know, the Iranian girl, and I took a transit from downtown back to the South Center area. And actually, I just walked. I think it was around 11 at night. and I was walking, and nobody bothered me. I passed by like one guy, and the dude didn't do anything, and it was just super peaceful, quiet. Like it almost, honestly, it was just a big culture shock because in the States, like for me, for example, I'm from the Bay Area. Spent a lot of time in Oakland, so walking around at night like that, that's a no-go. But in Calgary, when you're out and about, you just feel safe. And I just kept saying, like, when I was out there, you just feel so much peace. The people are nice. There's not a lot of crime going on. I mean, there's crime everywhere, but it's just like, it just feels so peaceful out there. The only thing I saw that looks a little sketchy was you'll just see like some people that are drugged out on the streets, usually in downtown area. But that's honestly the most you see. Like, you don't really see a lot of, you don't really hear about a lot of people getting like mugged or stabbed or shot, just walking by themselves at night. So it's definitely safe. Honestly, I didn't experience any racism at all. Like, I didn't experience any discrimination. I didn't experience any weird looks. And I'll also bring this point up just to kind of just put in perspective. My brother and sister-in-law came to visit me and my parents last year. They stayed for like about a month. And, so my brother's obviously black. My sister-in-law is white Canadian. And, the dirty looks that they would get from a lot of sisters out here in Vegas was just insane. But what I did see, yeah, it was bad. It was bad. But when I was out there, bro, and I would see, and I was walking about, with my brother and sister-in-law, they're holding hands and all that. And I would come across a few black Canadian women, like just a few, and I wouldn't see any dirty looks. They wouldn't get dirty looks from them or anybody. So I didn't really experience any discrimination. I didn't get the sense that people were looking down on me for being black. I felt like people were just actually more intrigued about me being a black American more than anything.
Amazing, brother. This is incredible. Wow. This is amazing, brother. Oh, classic live stream so far. Now, brother, in terms of like on the online dating scene, I definitely want to know more about that. So the Tinder, Hinge, and the Bumbles, right? So when you were out there, did you use online dating? Number two, what apps did you use and what apps you recommend for brothers to get the most success from online dating in Calgary, Canada? Break it down for us, bro.
Yeah, I was using online dating. That's actually how I met the Middle Eastern woman. So I was using Tinder, I was using Hinge, and you definitely see a lot of success from that. You'll see a lot of great quality women, a lot of matches. I was just getting match after match, but she stuck out the most for me because of just her profile and everything and how good she looked. So I was using that. Online dating is honestly, I would just recommend it, especially if you go out there and you don't really know anybody. Like I have the luxury of being able to stay with family. But if you don't really know anybody, I would definitely recommend, if you want to meet a girl and you're not always going to be going out and about, definitely look into online dating because there's going to be a lot of great women out there. And whether you're going to actually look for a wife or if you want to just, some dudes, I understand, some dudes just want to go out there and have fun. You can definitely have your fun with some of the matches that you'll see on Tinder and Hinge out there.
Amazing. Amazing. Thank you, bro. Let me look up a super chats for you, brother. Brothers, please, man, send in more super chats, send them PayPal donations. Support me, support, and like the video too. Definitely like the video. You gotta support what I do, man. Please. Shout out to Mr. James Davis for the $10 super chat. Thank you, James Davis. Salute you, brother. Thank you very much, bro. Super sticker. Thank you, brother. Arigatou gozaimasu. Shout out to Mr. Justin Wilson for the $4.99 super chat. PayPal, what are the living rates in Calgary? Apartment costs, typical grocery and utilities. Can you answer those questions, brother?
Yeah, so living rates, I think I think from my brother's apartment. So he has a 2 bedroom, um, 1 bathroom apartment, and it's actually very, very nice, the spot they're living at. And I think like he's paying in Canadian dollars, I think it's about like 1700 a month in Canadian, or maybe about 15. from what I heard from people that are out there, they said that Calgary is a lot more affordable than Vancouver. But they've been saying that since there's been a lot of people moving in from Vancouver, it's been bringing the prices up for like rent and stuff like that. So they've said that it's gotten a little bit more expensive. But from what I've gathered, it's actually more affordable than if you went to Vancouver. So if you can afford to pay like, maybe in the range of 13 13 to 1500 a month in USD, then you can definitely afford to get a spot out there, get a decent spot. And the thing about this too, guys, is that the apartments out there are very nice, a lot of nice high-end areas. When it comes to groceries, again, one thing you have to keep in mind is like when you go to a grocery store out there, basically everything's discounted when you use USD. So you'll see you'll see a lot of, some food items that might be, maybe $20, $30 in Canadian dollars, but that's going to convert to like 15, 25 for American dollar. I'm not sure about the British pound, so that's something that you would have to research on your own. But I can just speak for USD that things are pretty decently affordable. It's kind of similar to out here in Vegas for USD. I didn't really see too much of a difference, but it's just you got to remember the conversion rate, because some people will go out there, they'll see the prices and it looks super expensive, but you just got to remember like that's just in Canadian dollar. It's going to be cheaper when you convert that into USD.
Wow, amazing, man. And shout out to Mr. Underdog, right, on the PayPal for the £37 52 PayPal donation. Thank you, bro, for the PayPal donation. Much appreciated, bro. He says here in the PayPal donation, um, not only did you show us that we deserve a better quality of life IP through traveling, you show us how to do it through IT. Thank you for everything, IP. Man,
Yeah, shout
thank you
out
for
to you,
everything,
IP.
IP. Damn, damn, man. Do you agree with that, Mr. Cameron? Damn.
Oh, absolutely, man. I mean, I definitely love this channel. I love the fact that you just give so much information on places to go, knowing what to do, and when it comes to IT or any other remote job that people have, being able to navigate that, you definitely give a lot of information, man. So yeah, definitely agree, bro.
Man, thank you, bro. I got some CVs to read as well tomorrow, man. This is how much help I'm giving out to brothers, man. I got some CVs to read and help brothers out with their CV. Brothers, please support me, man. Please support. That'd be greatly appreciated, man. Because I'm putting in work for brothers. We're changing lives out here, man. Um, So, and that goes on to my next question, brother. So, I'm a passport bro. I'm an IT bro, and I'm a passport bro. And IT plays a huge part of my life, brother. It's giving me that freedom to, work in a different country. If I want to leave the UK permanently, I can apply to a job abroad and apply my skills there because my skills are international, right? So,
Yep.
out there in Calgary, Canada, brother, did you see that it could be a base for passport bros to work IT, to work remotely there? Break it down for us, bro.
Yeah, 100%. My brother's actually getting into IT. He's been working on his certs and doing a lot of studying. He has a master's in IT, and he's also been working on getting certifications as well. So he's currently working on that. Yeah, absolutely, man. Because you can leverage the fact that you have the ability to work from home, work remotely, and you can find a decent spot to live at. And I think there's just a good culture out there for people who are wanting IT in the marketplace in Calgary. So I think that if you're a passport bro and you do the IT thing and you're able to work remotely, you can definitely make Calgary work. It's actually with the money that you make from IT jobs, making six figures, 100%, you can definitely make it work. You can get a nice spot to live at, live in a nice part of the city, and just enjoy life.
Amazing, man. And shout out to Justin Wilson. He says here, you changed my life for the better, man. Hey, thank you, bro, man. I remember last year when we had that consultation talk, I gave it a plan to go and, conquer IT. And now you finally got into IT and now you're doing very well, bro. Super proud of you, Justin. Please keep thriving in IT. Keep doing what you do, bro. Uh, the sky's the limit for you, brother. No, space is the limit for you, brother. Okay, so keep on pushing, bro. Keep on. Well done, brother. Salute to Justin, man. Salute to my Python class members. Shout out to you, brothers, man. I teach Python once a week to intelligent brothers and passport bros, and it's going very well, man. So salute to them. Awesome. So we got 10 more minutes on our Q&A session, brother. Let me ask this, brother, right?
Mhm.
Should brothers travel alone or in a group out there to Calgary, Canada? What's your thoughts about that, bro?
I think if you want to travel first time, I traveled alone. I stayed with my brother and his wife, but I traveled by myself. And I feel like if you travel by yourself, you really don't have too much to worry about. If you want to travel in your group, you can do that. Especially if you do decide to go during the Calgary Stampede Festival, then traveling in a group would actually be fun. It would probably be ideal. But even if you don't, you can still comfortably travel there by yourself, as long as you can, work remotely, afford to get a nice Airbnb. And, they have a lot of nice spots around the city. I think regardless of what your preference is, you can make it work, and it's gonna be it's gonna be decent, regardless of whether you go by yourself or you go with a group. So absolutely, whatever your preference is, it will work for you going to Calgary.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you, brother. Wow. Next question for you, brother, is in terms of the nightlife scene out there in Calgary, Canada. Did you go out, brother?
Yeah, I did. I went out to this club called, I think it was called Stoneman or Bushman, something like that. So I went out Friday night, and man, it was wild, man. I'll tell you this. You know, I remember watching one of your streams about Vancouver, and I can't remember what the brother's name was, but he's the brother with the glasses. He talks about Vancouver. So I watched one of those streams, and he talked about how, like, if you're a brother and you're out in a club, you just gotta just wait till like a good song comes on, like a good hip hop song from the states. And it's like once that happens, man, like all eyes are on you, man. Like I remember I was at that club, and they played that Usher song, the Yeah song and all that. And I just started getting on the dance floor and just started dancing, man, and people just started going crazy, man. Like it's like it was like, bro, like okay, I see how it is, man. And like the women were just getting excited, and like the Canadian dudes were feeling, either you have like some dudes that feel insecure about you being there and that song is on, or like they're like, yo, they're hyping you up and they think you're the coolest dude they've ever ran across. But the nightlife out there, man, is pretty dope. So I only went out once, but from the experience I had, it was different. It was definitely different with just how the women are. And again, man, like when I was out there, I mean, there was women from all over the world that were out there during that time. So you'll experience a whole plethora of different women that will be out and about when you go out.
So, brother, how did a woman treat you there in the nightlife scene, brother? And what kind of women are there? Would you say these are women for the night, for the streets? I want to know the caliber of woman that party in Calgary, Canada, and how did they treat you, brother? Break it down for us.
They treat you very well. They definitely, you know, look to you as, a dude that's cool. I came out there, just looking nice. I had my fit shirt, fit pants. I had dress shoes. I had a chain going on, and they were just eating it up. They were just like, wow, like who is this dude? Like where did he come from? So they treat you very well. They definitely are intrigued when they see somebody that's obviously not from there show up. And in regards to just like the crowd, the different kind of women that are there, so there's a lot of saw a lot of white women. The club I went to, I'm gonna be honest, man, I didn't really see a lot of sisters there. I didn't really see a lot of few Hispanics from my time out there in Calgary. But there were some that I felt like like they would make great girlfriend wife material. And there's a few that it seems like hey, they're just there for a good time. They might look for a dude to take them home and all that. So you're going to see an element of that out there for sure. But I think you'll still run into a lot of girls that are definitely going to be good quality women that are worth investing in and worth getting to know. So it's a mixed crowd, but I feel like it's more so like the women that are actually pleasant to be around and date that you'll see when you go out.
Brother, do you feel like women in Calgary, Canada are submissive?
I feel like there's going to be an element to that. This is what I would say, because of the fact that you've got so many immigrants out there that are from more traditional societies and they still carry those values. You're
Mm,
definitely going to meet a lot of submissive women out there. But if you come across more so like the women that are just like born and raised in Canada, it's like a hit or miss. You'll find some that definitely seem submissive, but you'll come across some that might be a little. I wouldn't say as bad as American women, but they'll be kind of pushy and just kind of demand a little bit from you when it comes to if they're going to submit or not. But I feel like you're going to find more submissiveness from the women in Calgary compared to like my current environment here in Las Vegas. So yeah, definitely you'll definitely find a lot of submissive women out there because again, it's very very diverse out there. There's just a lot of women from traditional societies out there, whether you're Christian, whether you're Muslim, there's going to be a woman that's going to be of the same values that you can find in Calgary. And Calgary, again, man, it's like Texas. It's just very conservative. So there's a lot of conservative minded women that are, that they have those traditional values there.
awesome, brother. So, feminism, obviously, I detest feminism. I think it's one of the worst
Yeah,
things
me too,
currently
man.
alive right now in the entire world. Was that a problem out there, feminism, from what you saw in Calgary, Canada, brother? Break it down for us, please, brother. Go on, brother. Thank you, brother.
I didn't really, I didn't really feel a lot of feminism. Um, in Canada, just like here in the States, there's a lot of that LGBT stuff that's going on. But what I've actually kind of learned, at least in Alberta and Calgary, is that there's a lot of people that are kind of pushing back against that stuff. There's actually a lot of there's been a lot of talk about them protesting against that stuff out there. So I feel like there's a lot of pushback to the stuff that you see that's kind of going on in the States with feminism. I didn't really encounter a lot of women that just seemed like they were just down like just straight up feminists with their beliefs about men, because a lot of the women when I talked to them, they were very respectful towards me, um, just very sweet. They're very pleasant to talk to. So I'm sure that there is an element of feminism. I've been told that, it's out there, but I just feel like it's not on the same level as feminism in America. And what I kind of learned from Canadians and just the way that Canadian culture is that Canadians do get a lot of influence from the States. But at the same time, when you're out there, you can tell that there's still a difference between Americans and Canadians, because they're the best way I could kind of describe it is that America and Canada are kind of like a big brother, little brother relationship. America's the big brother, Canada's the little brother. So the stuff that they see going on here, sometimes they'll emulate it. Sometimes, they'll find the stuff going on here just kind of strange and odd. So when it comes to the feminism stuff, I feel like it's there, but it's just not as radical and as extreme as you see here in the States when it comes to like just how they go about it.
Awesome, brother. I've got two more questions for you before I open up the phone lines. Femininity, very important for me. I want my chick to be feminine, girly, paint her nails, long hair, light makeup, but still wear makeup, wear long dresses. Are Canadian women feminine, brother? From what you saw out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, when I went to my brother's church on that once, like 2 Sundays, like I saw a lot of women that were just wearing nice dresses, very feminine. Even going out and about to like restaurants, I just saw a lot of femininity with the women. Very sweet. Just very kind. You don't really have a lot of problems when you're trying to talk to them. They're very, when you're a masculine man, they can tell that you're a man that respects yourself, that you take good care of yourself. They're going to naturally be drawn to that out there, and they're going to respect that. So you do see a lot of femininity out there. Like I said, you might encounter some women that are somewhat kind of feminist, but not really as masculine as what you see in the States, man. Like, it's just, I didn't really get that perception. I didn't really sense that as much out there compared to, when I'm whether I'm in California, whether I'm here in Vegas or some other state. It's just different.
Did you see any of that weird liberal stuff? Green hair, piercing their nose, all that nonsense, looking like bulls in a cattle. Did you see any of that, weird stuff, that we see in the West, right? Where women look very manly. They got blue hair, they got green hair, they got piercing, they got tats all over the place. I know it's probably out there, right? But was it a
Right.
lot amongst the women, brother? Was it like a huge, substantial amount?
No, I saw a little bit of it, but it wasn't as huge as like I've seen out here. So you'll encounter it. Yeah, you'll encounter it here and there, but most of the women, man, they're just normal, beautiful women, man.
Damn, amazing. And last question, brother, in our Q&A session. Before I open up the phone lines, right, is there any important points, whether good or bad, that you want to point out that brothers should know, that, or you want to speak on, brother?
Yeah, this is something that I joked about on social media that I love the most about Canada is that, Canada is very stringent on the people that they allow up there, especially because they have this partnership between themselves and the US when it comes to like being able to see what your background is when you get up to the border. So if you're a Pookie and a Ray Ray, you can't come up there, man. Just straight up. So what I love the most is like, man, like you can go to Calgary and be a brother that is presentable, doesn't have, a rap sheet going on, and you're not going to be around all these Pookies and Ray Rays. You finally have a chance to be somewhere where you get to control your own image.
Damn.
So what brothers need to understand is that, if you're tired of just dealing with the fact that we got all these Pookies and Ray Rays running around that make black men look bad, when you get to Calgary, you finally get a fresh start. You get, just like in Vancouver, you get a fresh, clean start to make yourself presentable, to be a man that women would actually love to be around, and you get to decide how black men are perceived. So it's totally in your hands when you're up there.
Whoa, amazing, brother. And let me ask this, brother, right? When you were out there, right, what was the image of brothers and passport bros? Obviously, brothers have a bad image in the UK and in America, but what was the image of brothers in Calgary? Did the average Canadian see brothers as in a positive light? What they show in the media, music. What was the image out there, brother, of brothers in Calgary?
It was positive overall. I never got asked about like why do these things happen in the States where, a lot of black men are incarcerated, or, violence and, just the negative image that we see here in the States. I didn't get any of that when I was out there. Every interaction was positive. They're more so they're more so intrigued by you when you're up there, and they know that, when you're a black American, you're obviously, they can tell the difference between us and the black Canadians, because the funny thing about the black Canadian guys out there is that they try to emulate us. They try to copy, just the way we are, but it's so obvious that they're not the way that we are. So when you go out there, the women can tell the difference. Like, they can tell that you are American or you're British, and, they can just see that you just carry a different aura around you. So it's definitely positive for any passport bro, any dude that wants to go up there, and you just get to experience a spot where, when you're a black man going to Calgary, you're going to be treated with respect. As long as you're respectful to them, they're going to be respectful to you. You really get the opportunity to control your own image, to make us look good, and to actually make us intriguing to more of them. So it's definitely positive overall.
Wow, amazing, bro. Amazing. Thank you very much, brother, for the incredible breakdown, bro. Much appreciated, brother.
100%, man.
So let's open up the phone lines. So before I do so, brothers, please make sure you support the channel. If you have any questions, please call in, or if you can't call in, hit your questions in a super chat or in a PayPal donation. Those are the rules of the channel. Those are the free avenues to get your questions read out and answered. Definitely consider booking an IT consultation with me if you're serious about getting into IT. You saw in the stream yesterday, I'm helping out brothers, man. I'm changing lives of brothers, getting brothers
Yeah,
jobs in IT, man. So it's only you can make that step forward. If you want to
right.
become a mentee, right, in my sphere of influence, if you want me to mentor you in regards to getting into IT, join either the Patreon bronze IT tier, the platinum tier, or the IP lightning tier on my Patreon. Go and check out my Patreon. And of course, if you want to hear more about Canada, in particular Vancouver, I know this is a Calgary stream, but Vancouver is also great. I got the explicit, X-rated, unfiltered, raw intel about what truly goes on in Vancouver, Canada, and how to meet Japanese women, Korean women, Brazilian women, Eastern European women in Vancouver, Canada. This is the best Passport Bros channel on YouTube, on the goddamn internet. Make use of all the information you have from intellectual brothers to help guide you in this crazy data scene we currently living in year 2023. Let's get cracking, brothers. And of course, make sure you like the video. And of course, please cop the merch, cop the merch. The merch, you'll love it. And supporting the channel will be greatly appreciated. Let's get cracking, man. Let
Yeah,
me
get
open up
those
the phone
likes up,
lines.
brothers.
Absolutely, man. Let's go. Let's go. So call in, brothers. And if you're a troll, if you ask any ridiculous questions, if you swear, you will be banned. Okay. So please, no swearing, no N-word use, no disrespectful questions. Keep your questions PG, or I will deal with you. Okay. We all adults here, so please be respectful and ask questions about the brothers' trip in Calgary, Canada, and keep it PG, please. Those are the rules when you call in. If you can't stick to those rules, don't call in. And if you do break the rules, I'm going to deal with you in the harshest way possible. Please be respectful.
Let's get it.
Let's get it, man. Let's get it, bruh. Let's get it, bruh.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get it popping, man. Come on, brothers, man. Let's go, man. All right, awesome live stream, brother. So, when are you planning to go back to Calgary again, or what's your next trip, bro?
So I'm probably going to go maybe like late February or early March because actually I found out that my brother and sister-in-law are about to have a baby, so I'm about to be an uncle. So
Mm,
it's pretty exciting. Actually, it's probably gonna be a girl, but the kid's gonna be American, Canadian, and Polish. Gonna have three passports, so that's gonna be exciting. So
got you.
probably around that time. But I'm also looking at going to the Philippines next, or possibly Greece. But I definitely want to go to Vancouver for another trip to Canada. So I'm trying to make that happen too. So I've got a lot of different things I have in mind, but I just got to finalize where I want to go to next.
Let me ask this, brother, right? Can you break down the church scene out there in Calgary, Canada? So you went to church, right? And from
Yeah.
what you saw out there, were these wifeable women in church in those churches? Would you say they're virgins, low body count? These are women that we can bring home to dad and mom. These are respectable women in those Calgary churches, or are these the type of women that go out clubbing on a Thursday and Friday, and the next day they're in church repenting for their sins?
Oh,
Break it down
bro,
for us,
they
bro.
they are definitely wifeable, man. They're definitely women that you can be proud to bring to your parents. So you go to Calgary and you go to church out there, you're definitely going to meet a lot of quality women, very beautiful women in the Alberta church scene, in the Calgary church scene. They dress very feminine, they're very sweet. So yeah, you will definitely find a great woman that is wife material and that you could not feel any shame bringing to your parents.
What race of woman? Let me ask, brother. What race of woman? What's it called? Dominated the church scene. Was it white? Was it Asian? Was it a mixture?
It was it was white. I'd say if I had to rank it, so white women number one. Number two would probably be the Black Canadian women, and then number three would be the Asian women.
Okay, and Asian, Japanese, Korean in that sense.
Yeah.
This is good. Okay, so we got some Japanese Christians in the building. I'm looking for a Japanese Christian chick, bro.
That'd be perfect for you, bro.
I need that, bro. I need that, bro. After hearing how Japan gets down in some terms of cheating, although Japanese women are feminine, submissive, cooperative,
Right.
that cheating stuff in Japan has me worried. So I need a Japanese Christian who submits to God and the Bible and follows the rules of the Bible. I need that in my life, bro. So I'm gonna have to find that in church. Thank you,
Yeah.
Cameron. Ivan, can you turn your camera on in the background so I know you're not a troll as a security vetting procedure? Can't see you, bro. It's all black. I gotta see your face, brother. So, Ivan, I'm not gonna bring you in until I see your face in the background. So, next question for you, Mr. Cameron, is see, and that was probably a troll. That
Yeah.
was probably a troll. So, if you want to call in, you gotta turn your camera on in the background so I can see you. And once that's confirmed, you turn your camera off, and I'm gonna bring you on in the panel. If you can't do that, don't call in, because I will not allow trolls to ruin this great live stream. So next question for you, brother, is so what's your plans for that Middle Eastern chick? Are you doing long distance or are you gonna see her next month? What's your plan for it, brother?
It's kind of long distance, and like I definitely believe that regardless of whatever woman you meet, where she's from, you gotta take things slow, get to know them. So I'm just gonna take things slow, but it's kind of a long distance thing. But even after I left and got back to Vegas, she was still messaging me, seeing how I was doing.
Awesome, bro. I hope it really goes well with her, man. And welcome. Thank you for subscribing, Troy Williams. Welcome to the Passport Bro Movement International Passport, the greatest channel on YouTube. Much appreciated, Troy, for joining. Thank you, brother. Awesome. All right, brothers. Call in. Don't be shy, brothers. Don't be shy. We normally don't have Calgary here. We've done Montreal. We've done Vancouver. We've done one other place in Canada, but we ain't done this, man. So this is your time, brothers, to shine. I'm calling to ask questions. Okay, let's get a cracking, man. Um, awesome. So let me ask you this then. In terms of the ratio of women to men, is it more women than men out there? Is it 50-50?
So in Alberta, it's Calgary specifically. I think it's a little bit more men than women because Alberta is like, I guess it's like oil country out there. So there's a lot of men, that work in the oil industry in Alberta. So it's the opposite of like when you go to Vancouver. I know Vancouver, there's a lot more women than men, but there's still a lot of great options for women when you do go out there. But I think that it's I'd say in a ratio between men and women, it's probably maybe like 2 to 1 if I had to guess. But again, there's still going to be a lot of great quality women you're going to find out there because Alberta is a very conservative province of that country. So there's going to be a lot more women that you'll find that have a lot more traditional values. So yeah, it's probably more so men, but definitely you're still going to find quality women. So if a brother wants to go to Canada and they want to be in a spot where there's more women than men, I would recommend going to Vancouver. But either way, you're still going to find quality women if you do go to Calgary.
Awesome. Thank you, bro. All right, brothers. If none of y'all call in the next 10 minutes, we're gonna end the stream and we're gonna let Mr. Cameron go by his day. Um, Ivan, you are confirmed. Thank you, brother. So you can turn your camera off, Ivan. In the background, you confirmed, Ivan. Or give me a thumbs up, bro. Do you want your camera on? Give me a thumbs up or not. Okay, thank you, bro. Okay. All right, Ivan, your camera's on, bro. Do you want your camera on? Give me a thumbs up, brother. Okay. All right, turn your camera off. Let me bring in Mr. Ivan in the background. What's going on, Ivan?
Hey, what's up, fellas? I had the same experience like the gentleman that was just talking. I met a Canadian woman in Miami. She just come in, she came for a little bit. She was here for a month, so I got to hang out with her. And I'm Caribbean, by the way. So when you had an interview before talking to the gentleman about dating, it was a Dominican gentleman that was here,
Mm.
and he's exactly right. I wouldn't recommend people to date a Hispanic, Caribbean when it do passport bros, but when it goes to Canadians, man, just like the fella I dated a Haitian Canadian. She's from Ottawa. I think I'm saying that right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was man, good experience, very feminine. I just can't do the long distance, and she was really bothered by it. I just can't do it. But I definitely recommend fellas to I recommend Canada. Let
Yeah.
me just say that.
Yeah.
Have you been there
100%.
before? Have you been there before, Ivan? Canada, or no?
Yeah, I've been just been for a couple days on a field trip. So but I never only dated, like I said, she was here for a month. So I gotta go, visit someday. Again, you know, the scene. But I never only dated when she was here visiting. So
Oh, awesome, awesome. Any more questions for our guests, Ivan?
yeah. So what made you decide to date in Canada?
Well, like I said, my brother and sister-in-law are out there, and my brother kept hyping up Canadian women to me a lot. Saying like, hey, I know that you really are just kind of over women in the States. So when you come up here, man, you're gonna find a lot of women that are gonna be definitely into you. So it was just for me. It's like why not just try something different? You know what I'm saying? Like, why not just see how it is? I mean, it worked for my brother, with his wife. So I figured why not just go and see for myself. And after watching IP's past streams on Vancouver and just hearing about how a lot of brothers would go up there and they would just find so much success, it's like, okay, well, you know what? Let me just go up there, see what happens, and yeah, man, like it's just a totally different world when you go up there, man. They are checking heavy for brothers, and I've been telling brothers like, look, man, like you definitely got to check this country out. You got to check out Calgary. If you don't want to go to Calgary, then go to Vancouver because you're gonna find women that are gonna be genuinely interested in you, and they're just gonna make it obvious. They don't play games. That's what I
Yes,
that's what I like about them. They don't play games with you. If they're for you, if they are into you, they're gonna make it known, and they're gonna make it known fast.
yes, I have to agree. So your brother is married to a Canadian too?
Yeah, she's a dual Canadian and Polish citizen.
Okay. Okay, got you. Yeah, I definitely recommend the brothers, man. I think one of the mistake I be watching your channel, by the way. The channel is awesome. I think one of the mistakes that brothers be making, man, because being American is a privilege in some states. Like going to the Caribbean islands is easier to get women, yes. But the problem is when they start dating them, when that culture start hitting, it's gonna be a culture shock, meaning the language barrier and all that good stuff. And they don't realize that's when they start getting cheated on and all that. You feel me? But if you date a Canadian, it won't be a language barrier. It won't be, you know what I mean? They speak English as well. So, and like you said, they still got that feminine essence to them. And I recommend brothers to do that instead of trying to cuff the Latin market for my experience and for me being Caribbean as well. So
So, so you're telling brothers to focus on Canada over the Caribbean and South America
it,
region?
it yes, I think yes, definitely. Like I said, if you want to have a good time, go to Caribbean islands. Being American is a privilege, and like in Canada and the Caribbean islands, it's easy to sleep with them. But the problem the people don't be understanding is once you get married to them, the culture shock, like the culture
Mm,
differences, like language barriers. People don't consider that. How can when you start dating while you're using Google Translate? You know what I mean? I
mm,
I speak the language and I still wouldn't date like a Caribbean person from the Caribbean islands because I'm from the Dominican Republic. I would date an American Caribbean that's Dominican like me because at least we have American, as common interests. You get what I'm saying? But in
yeah.
Canada, they speak English too. So
Yeah.
like in that, I recommend Africa too because I have a Nigerian homeboy. He recommends English speaking places if you go date overseas. That's basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, brothers, like, obviously there's not going to be a language barrier. They speak English out there, but, at the same time, like I was saying, it's a big melting pot. There's so many different women from all over the world that are out there. So even if you don't want a woman that necessarily speaks English as her first language, because the Middle Eastern woman I was dating, like English actually wasn't even her first language. She speaks 4 languages. So
Got you.
you could still meet a fine woman that is not necessarily English speaking, but at the same time she's going to be feminine. So Canada is definitely I would say an untapped market.
So,
Awesome. I got a super chat here.
but
Shout out to Miss. Hold on. Shout out to Mr. Alexis McCullough for the $5 super chat. He says here, how willing are the women in Canada to come down and see you in the States, Cameron?
Oh, they're definitely willing. They're definitely willing because the girl I went on date on, she's actually planning on coming to Vegas, I think, in October. So they're definitely willing to come down. I mean, obviously, I live in Vegas, so that kind of gives me a plus. But I've heard stories of like dudes that, they'll date a Canadian woman, and a Canadian woman will come down and visit them in their state. Like, I think like IP, you had a stream where there was one brother he was talking about, like he or like a friend of his met a Canadian woman, and she actually came down to Baltimore to meet with him. And why? I mean, I don't know why you would go to Baltimore, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, they're definitely willing to come to the States to come and see you. Like I said, if they are into you, they're actually gonna put in effort to come and see you. So I don't think that's even an issue.
from my experience, when she came down to Miami, they love American men. Like I guess she was telling me how they love how aggressive we are. So yes, Alex, they willing to come down here. I guess we more assertive. We're
Yeah,
more like approachable. That was she was telling me.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. I was told the same thing.
yeah. So yeah, brother. Yeah, they love American men. So I can vouch for that. So yes, they're
Let
willing
me
to come.
ask
They like.
this. Let me ask this, Cameron. So, when you were out there in Canada, brother, did you deal with a woman that told you directly that they want and love brothers?
Yes. Yep.
Break it down for us.
Yeah. Like the Middle Eastern woman I dated, she said she loves black men. Like she said that was one of the things that attracted her to me. So she just made it known, like, yeah, like, I love black men. I've never been with a black American man. So I was actually the first black American man she's been on a date on. Because, they love our culture, man. I mean, like they do see some aspects of black American culture in Canada. So she made it well known. My sister-in-law told me that when she met my brother, because he was a black man from California and he's a veteran like me, like she was sold like 100%.
Wow. Amazing, man. Amazing. Awesome, man. Great conversation. Any more questions, Ivan?
Yeah. No, I would just wanted to just go off for him, man. I experienced the same thing he experienced. They love American men. The girl that was talking, I guess they love our because they're not dangerous. The crime rate is nowhere near America. So I guess they get like
Yeah.
that. That I don't know. She was just enjoying being in Miami and that American stigma. That we, I guess that American style, man. That's basically. But I don't know if it's. I wanted to ask you before I go, because you're from London, right? The person that runs this.
No, Birmingham,
Say that again.
UK, UK.
Oh, UK. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, UK. How do UK people feel about Americans, Black Americans, if you don't mind me asking?
Very positive. I've done videos about that. Extremely positive towards brothers from America, without a doubt. You come out here, cleaning up easily.
Oh, say less, man. I gotta go to the UK. All right, brothers, I'm done. You guys have a good night. Okay, I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, take care,
Peace
man.
out. Thank you, Ivan. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
All right, brothers. I'm gonna give you brothers 7 minutes. 7 minutes, brothers. If no one calls in, we're gonna end the stream. We're gonna have a great Sunday ahead. Okay, now's your time to call in. Great live stream, brother. Great live stream.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, Interesting. So, let me see. Do I have any more questions? How did the food taste like? Did you have poutine?
Yeah, I had poutine because one of the things that I said is like when I get up there, I want to try specifically Canadian cuisine. So I had poutine like 2 different times, and I didn't even know. To be honest, I didn't even know what poutine was. I never heard of it before until I was on the plane. And I was sitting next to this Canadian couple, So they told me about it, and I tried it, and it was actually pretty good. Now, outside of poutine, this is what I will say about Canada compared to the US when it comes to food quality, is that you can tell an immediate difference when, like, if you eat the beef or just anything in general, you can tell that it doesn't taste as processed as like food in America. Like the first thing I had was this burger, and it was sourced from a local Alberta farm. And dude, like I could just tell that there were no hormones. They didn't put all that crap that we put in our food here in the States. It's just a much fresher quality. And what's also crazy too is that even the water quality is better. So here in the US, tap water, basically you don't want to drink that. It has all that metal and chlorine, it just tastes terrible. But in Canada, they actually filter the water, the tap water. So I was at when I was at my brother's apartment, my sister-in-law asked me like, "Hey, do you want some tap water?" I'm like, "No, I don't want to drink that." But she's like, "No, no, no, no. This water is actually good. Like it's not bad." So I tasted it, and I didn't taste that taste of like chlorine, that really metal taste that you get when you drink tap water here. That wasn't even in that water. So food quality is definitely a lot better because they definitely value health. You could just tell when you're in Calgary, like health is a big thing out there. Fitness, good food quality. So you go to restaurants, you can just tell that, okay, yeah, the food here is definitely a lot better. It's just different, man.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you, bro. Shout out to Mr. The Black Muslim in the building. What's up, brother? What's up? Superstar student over here in Python. For the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, brother, for the support. Love the stream. Came in late, but the girl I was with from Canada came to see me. Only issue was the father was against it. Oh wow! Why was her father against it? Was it because you were a brother? And was she a Becky? The Black Muslim? Was she an Asian? Break it down for us, bro, in the comments. Um, but wow, there you go, man. These Canadian women, if they like you, they go the extra mile. That's
Yeah,
for a
yeah,
fact.
they definitely will, man.
It's funny we're speaking about Canada because I did an interview with a Canadian woman, a Filipina, last year. I actually may drop it. So she's Filipina Canadian, but she was
Mhm.
pleasant.
Yeah,
Maybe I might drop that interview in the future. But yeah, uh, awesome live stream so far. Awesome, awesome. Um, hmm, hmm.
yeah. And what I also want to say too about Calgary is that, like I said, this is a safe city. It's very family oriented. I heard apparently in Canada they have a family day. It's like a national holiday. So I do love just how family oriented the city is. You could just tell from when you're going out and about, like just how they value it. It's a very peaceful town. People are rarely, chill. You don't really run into a lot of people that are looking for conflict. It's just a very, very chill atmosphere. And I had people that if they could tell that I was like kind of lost, they would immediately help me with no hesitation. So if you're looking to get out of the states, and Canada is a spot that you are thinking about going to, you just want to be in a spot that feels familiar but still is different at the same. I definitely recommend looking at Calgary because you're gonna you're gonna be in an environment that's more family oriented. It's definitely more family oriented compared to where I'm at, and people are just very genuine, friendly. They want to get to know you, and yeah, it's a great city. It kind of reminds me. I lived in Colorado for 5 years, so the way I would describe it is Calgary is like very similar to Denver with how it is, but the whole province of Alberta is basically like Texas.
Wow, amazing. Thank you, bro. Shout out to the Black Muslim again for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, bro. Oh, Somali. Her father was very tribal.
Oh, that
Wants
makes
her to
sense.
marry only Somali. Yep, yep. Same here in the UK. These Somalians out here in the UK very tribal. Only want their daughters to do with Somali dudes. I don't really care for it. I'm not interested in Somali women. They just don't do it for me.
Right.
I'd rather go
For
for
sure. For sure.
Ethiopian. What about you, brother? You into Somali chicks?
Nah, man, it's not really my preference, not really my thing. But I can understand that. That does make sense.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, man, definitely. Um, wow, a great live stream, man, great live stream. Okie dokie. So no new callers. So I don't want to take Cameron's time up for too long. So Cameron, I want to say thank you very much, bro, uh, for for doing this incredible live stream, brother. Much appreciated, brother. Do you have
Definitely.
do you have any closing statements, brother?
Yeah, brothers, get your passports. Just understand that at the end of the day, if you feel like you're stuck with your options in America, you know, you have a lot of other options and you have options that are just right above your head. Canada has a plethora of women that will blow your minds with how forward they are. They'll make an effort to be with you and they're just downright gorgeous. So whether it's Canada or whether it's any other country, get your passports, improve yourselves, do what you got to do to, you know, find a woman that's actually worth being with, because that's going to be the biggest, it's going to be the biggest decision of your life. So you definitely want to make sure that you're doing everything you can to expand your options. So get your passports, stay out of trouble, because like I said, they're not going to let poopies and ray rays up there. So make sure that you stay out of trouble if you want to go to Canada.
Yep, that's facts. So I remember you think there's a form you fill in, and then it tells you, do you have a record? If you
Yep,
have a record, they
exactly.
decline your application completely. So
Hmm.
be good brothers. You know, keep the course, stay away from bad people, and just keep focused studying in IT, and you make it through to Canada. So Cameron, feel free to drop off anytime. I'm gonna probably go on for another 10, 15 minutes as my closing statement. Yeah, you're obliged to stay or leave anytime you want to, bro. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out. Appreciate it. Appreciate you, IP. Love your channel. I'm a big fan, and I'm gonna keep supporting you, man. You're changing brothers' lives, so I appreciate you, man.
Hey, salute, brother. Salute, man. Thank you very much for your time, brother. That means a lot to me for taking an hour, 30 minutes out of your personal time to come up here and share the gospel, the Canadian
Yes,
gospel to
sir.
brothers, man. I appreciate
Yes,
you,
sir.
bro.
Yes, sir. Have a good one, guys.
You too, brother. Peace out. Awesome, brothers. Great live stream, man. And yeah, another classic for you, brothers, man. Alexis Maculo says here, IP, how do I get in contact with you for one-to-one consultation? Alexis, book your consultation on my Calendly link. There you go, brother. Find an appropriate time slots, and then we'll have that conversation, brother. That consultation about IT or traveling is up to you, man. And the Black Muslim says definitely changing lives. Yes, indeed, man. I think yesterday's stream with Ramel was an all-time classic, man. Almost made me tear up, man, because this is what I envisioned for many years. I want to help out other brothers, right? Brothers that look like me that don't have the opportunity or don't see the opportunity to become great. And now brothers are becoming great. And it fills me with joy that I'm changing lives every day, particularly brothers, man. I'm very happy, man, because we need that extra support. We've gone through a lot: slavery, Jim Crow, institutional racism. Still go through it. Um, so we need to make sure we uplift each other up, man. So I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, man, and lead brothers to the promised land of milk and honey, man. you know, let's go, man. Let's go. Um, so brothers, another classic live stream. I think Canada is definitely a good spot for brothers. So Vancouver, Calgary, Victoria. I'm hearing some good things about Victoria, Canada. Very good things, man. Yeah. So once again, you want to hear behind the scenes intel on the Canadian woman, join the Patreon, man. You know, all you brothers should join the Patreon. So press A1 in the chat if you're going to join that Patreon right after the stream or this week very soon and get that extra intel to help you navigate this dating scene. Press A1 in the chat if you will join that Patreon, man. Um, where y'all listening in from? What country, what city are y'all listening in from? I want to know how international this channel is. And again, my DMs are open on Twitter, on Instagram. If you want to come up in here, okay, and share your story about any countries you've traveled to, my DMs are open. Send me a DM. I'm gonna get you on the channel, and you're gonna share your experience for the brothers, man. Because this is all we have. This is all we have, brothers. Okay, right? So if you've been to the Middle East, certain spots in Africa, reach out to me, man. Reach out to me. I need to get more African streams, more Middle Eastern streams. I definitely want to do Belize, that Central America area. So if you've been there, man, reach out, bro. Reach out, man. Um, damn, damn, amazing, amazing stream. Okie dokie. All right, bro. Okay, all right. Let me wrap up since you brothers are quiet in the live stream chat. All right, brothers. Have a great week ahead. Okay, have a great Sunday, and I will see you on the Passport Bro show this coming Monday. And yep, I'm looking forward to that, man. So peace out, brothers, and I shall see. Um, oh yes, the Python class. So yes, I will be taking new people on Python, most likely in end of August or September. So if you're definitely interested in being the new uh, batch of students for the Python class, yep, that's coming very soon. Press a 2 in the chat if that's of interest to you, the Python class. Yep. And I've got several students here in the live stream chat who I'm currently teaching Python once a week. Going very well, man. So shout out to my students who are doing well in Python. Superstar students, man. Hardworking, intellectual, intelligent, having great problem-solving skills, and just being awesome students, man. So yeah, okay, awesome. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, okay. Okay. All right. Okay. There you go, man. There you go. Right. One of my superstar students. Okay. There you go. Awesome. All right, brothers, man. All right. What's good, man? What's good? Awesome. Awesome. All right, brothers, man. I'm looking forward to the Passport Bro show with Theo. Um, who's looking forward to that as well? Let me know in the live stream chat. Who's also looking forward to the Passport Bro show? Me and Theo got another banger on the way. This coming Monday. Don't miss it. Do not miss the Passport Bro show. I am looking forward to it. Okay, so we got 88 people here. Man, should I press a 5 in the live stream chat if I should carry on this live stream? If I carry on right, you got to support because I didn't get much support today, you know. So if you want me to carry on with the live stream, hit the super chats, hit the PayPal. Let's have an open call-in show and let's have an open discussion, brother, about certain countries, about traveling, about recent topics, maybe even about Japanese women. I know some brothers are thinking, "IP man, they cheat out there." Support, man. You know, right? So if you want me to carry on doing this, right? Come on, man. Support. I'm happy to go on for another 20 minutes, another half an hour. We got almost 90 people here, so y'all wanna hear something, right? Y'all gotta support and y'all gotta y'all gotta engage, man. Y'all gotta engage, bro. You know, engage, support the whole 9 yard, brothers, man. Okay. Um. Okay. I see. So I'm seeing a couple fives, man. All right. Awesome. All right. So Passport Bro show Monday. I won't tell you the topic, but me and Theo got something very special planned. Very, very informative, extremely informative. You're going to need that intel that me and Theo are bringing. Um, what else? What else? So not only am I doing IT mentorships, I want to do self-improvement mentorship. So I'm currently planning some sort of program for that to become a better person, dress better, look better, be in the ultimate mind state, how to do it. So that's coming very soon. Mentorship to be a better man. Okay. Um so Lord Bison, how is Vancouver currently right now? Um, how's that for you, brother? Look at that. Shout out to D-Man Sammy for the $5 super chat showing support. Let's get some support flowing, brothers, man. Let's get some support. The PayPal is also open as well. You can also support on the PayPal. Appreciate you, D-Man Sammy, my Belizean brother. You know, I have a love-hate relationship with Belize because many years ago, right, there was this beautiful Belize chick, very beautiful, and I remember, right, I was in the library and she was looking at me. So I thought she was checking. I'm like, she was looking at me walking around. So I thought, okay, I caught her across my eye. I cold approached her. It was going well. We see each other again. We speak. Then I ask her out, right? And, crickets, crickets, you know? And then I do a little bit more digging. So I look at her social media, and this chick, right, this woman, right, has a whole bunch of white dudes, all over social media. I'm like, oh man, so she's that kind of sister, huh? And this is a black chick from Belize, so I could tell she like white dudes. So I'm like, nah, man. That's why she didn't reply back to my messages when I asked her out. Um, you know. It's all good, man. But D-Man Sammy, would you say that Belizean women they love white dudes, or was she a one-off, brother? Because that's why I need intel on Belize, man. Because um, after that experience, I thought maybe Belize chicks gravitate towards white dudes, and that's not. I'm not happy about that. She's a sister. And she was a beautiful peanut butter skin, glasses wearing sister. Justin, can you turn your camera on in the background so I know you're not a troll, please, bro? Thank you, Justin. You're confirmed. Thank you, bro. Let's bring in Justin in the building, man. Let's go, bro. Let's go. We got Justin here, man. What's going on, Justin? Justin, you there, brother? I can't hear you, bro.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Loud and clear, brother. How you keeping, man?
All right, cool. What's up with you, bro? I'm all right. How you doing, bro?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. It's 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 a cold Sunday over here in the UK. It's summertime, but it's cold, brother. I don't know what's happening in this country, brother. but where you at, bro?
I'm in Maryland, U.S.
Is that the what's that thing called?
What, the DMV? Like what people say?
DMV, yeah, DMV area, huh? Is that it?
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
Awesome, bro. Let me read the super chat. Let me read this PayPal donation. Shout out to Mr. Blank Paper for the £5.25 PayPal donation. Thank you, bro. He says IP YouTube channel. Thank you, bro, for the PayPal support. Much appreciated, brother. Shout out to the Black Muslim again for the third super chat tonight. Appreciate you, Black Muslim. Awesome, brother. For the $10 super chat. He says here, I keep missing notifications for your channel. Do you put them on IG? Okay, I see. Do I put them on IG? No, I don't, bro. I don't know why. And this is YouTube messing on my channel. If you're subscribed to my channel, if you have all notifications turned on, everything I do, you should get, man. This is weird, bro. Keep yourself still in the background, Samson. Justin. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening there, Black Muslim, but I'm gonna look into it and try and fix this notifications issue, brother. I appreciate you, bro, Black Muslim. Go on, Justin. You got any questions for me, bro?
Yeah, I seen that stream yesterday you did. You seemed pretty sick after hearing that news, bro.
What about 70% of Japanese women are
Yeah.
cheating,
Yeah.
bruv. I'm very upset because obviously I learned Japanese. I know that, yeah, I'm still working on it, but I'm almost at conversational level. Um, I do like Japanese women. I think they're great women, but
Yeah.
you know, like Ramel said, we need to go on what's probable and know on what's not possible. So if
Yeah.
it's probable that they're gonna cheat on you, right? That means we got to find a specific group of Japanese chicks, right, that won't do it. So in my opinion, that's someone that's religious, Christian, Muslim, um, someone that, you know, yeah, that's my only hope at the moment. Finding a Christian Japanese chick.
Yo, I remember you did a thing on Panama. So you done with that, or you still going to pursue the Panamanian women, or what?
I want the best of both worlds, bro. I want the Panamanian Japanese chick, bro, who's Christian. if that exists.
I don't know if that is. That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's some rare Pokemon there, bro. But I feel like, I, I'm still doing some research here because I feel like you get a Japanese chick, right? You know, I think that certain things certain laws have to be laid down,
Oh,
and you probably have to get parents involved, and just be real. Like, listen, this is your culture,
yeah.
but this is not happening around me. Um, what's going on here? And if she takes offense to that, I don't get that, bro. And that's another thing, brother. They take offense to that too quickly.
Yeah.
They Japanese women, they're very sensitive, bro. You tell her to improve on something, that might be the catalyst for her to cheat on you, bro. bruv, bruv. I need me a Christian Japanese chick, bro.
Hey, man, you might have to go back to Vancouver then, bro, or something.
Mm, damn. So tell me about yourself, brother.
Yeah.
What's going on with you? And any
Nothing.
chicks you're interested in?
Nah, bro. It's not. Me and my friend always talk about becoming passport bros, or at least seeing what it's like to be a passport bro. Anyway, but
Okay, awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, you got any more questions for me?
Let's see. Oh yeah, I did. I finished watching the video or stream you did about Ethiopia, if I'm pronouncing it right. But
Hmm.
that seemed kind of interesting though. I know they probably don't speak English though, but so you
Then you have to learn the language, then, bro. If you're serious about the country, you got to learn the language, bro. You
I
know.
mean, that language is tough though. I can do Spanish. I could try to learn that, but some of these other ones it take longer, right?
Mm. Yes, indeed, bro. Yes, indeed. All right, brother. Is that it, or you got any more questions?
Um. Oh yeah, one other. It's a kind of a funny question, but because I know how you be talking about the women in UK.
Hmm.
So, what's your reaction like when you see them and stuff? Like, are you just like, ugh, or like you just like, what is that like for you?
So I told you, brother, there were four phrases I say to English women, brother, right? And it's only these four phrases, nothing else, nothing less. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. That's it, brother.
And we have it,
That's it, bro.
bro. I feel it.
That's it, brother. That's all she needs to hear from me. Nothing less, nothing more. That's it, bro.
For sure. Thanks for having me on, though, IP. Appreciate it.
Awesome, brother. All right, peace out, Justin.
Peace, bro.
All right, brother. You want to call in? Call in, brothers, man. I'm happy to go on for another 20 minutes. But brothers, also get the support flowing. Hit the PayPal, hit the super chats, man. You got to support. Um, Again, time is money, and you've got a lot of free resources on this channel. Over 50 countries I've touched upon to help you find your wife, man. So show me love, man. Show me flipping love, man. Make sure you join that Patreon too to show me more love. Pick the tier you want. Just show me some support, brothers. Show me some support. Um, Awesome, man. Lord, send to me a Christian Japanese chick. I need that right now, man. Damn, I need a Christian Japanese chick that wears a cross, that's a godly woman that submits to God, right? That knows that she must submit to a man. I need that in my life, bro. I need that chick, man. Damn. Theo, do you want to call in, Theo? Because I wanted to get you on the stream yesterday, bro, to speak about the high infidelity rates in Japanese culture. Brother, over 70%, no, sorry, 70% of Japanese women cheat on their husbands or boyfriends, bro. Bruv. Theo, I need you right now, Theo, man. Damn, man. Damn. 70%. All right, I see that, Theo. Okay, brother. No problem, bro. No problem. Yeah, see, Japanese women can cheat if you correct them. Brother, what kind of woman is that, brother? How can Japanese women cheat on you if you correct them or tell them, right, to improve their lives, right, in a certain way? So, in the Passport Bros show, me and Theo might briefly touch upon this particular topic. Because if I tell a Japanese woman, right, hey, maybe you look better in that dress or than this dress, she gonna cheat? Bruv, come on, man. Maybe if you did this better, right? And if you did that better, things might change. She gonna cheat? She gonna take offense to that for her man giving her advice? Brother, that's too sensitive, man. That's too sensitive, bro. Bruv, that's mad sensitive, man. I don't know if I can deal with that, bro. How come on, man. Hey, baby, I think you look better in these shoes than in these heels. Ah, that's offensive. She gonna cheat. Ah, man. Yo, oh, looks like Korean women have to. Ugh, man, I don't even know anymore, brothers, man. But I still got love for my Japanese women. I still got love for them, brother. I love them. I love Japanese women. But again, like Ramel said, operate on the principle of what's probable and not what's possible. I need me a Christian Japanese chick. Even a Muslim Japanese chick. I'll take a Muslim Japanese chick. You know? Damn. Damn. Hey, this world is something else, man. This world needs a reset. This world needs a reset. It needs God. It needs more God, more religion, more conservatism, more nuclear families, more traditionalism. This world needs a reset, man. You know, and also bear in mind, brothers, man, like the world is changing. We're seeing what's happening in Niger, and the coup. Nigeria wants to invade. Hopefully they don't invade, but we need brothers. We need Africa to rise, man. We really do. When Africa rises, we all rise. Okay? We need to be at the top, man. Because I told you, brothers, I'm tired of being at the bottom. I'm tired of being the mean don. I'm tired of us, are you kidding me right now, Theo? What? What's this, bro? Just so you know, I knew Japanese women in the church were doing. Oh, come on, bro, man. No. can't be real, man. This can't be real. No, 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 no. What's going on, man? What's going on, bruv? Theo, tell me that ain't true, bro. Theo, tell me that ain't true, bro, Theo. Theo, tell me that ain't true, bro. Theo, tell me right now that ain't true, bro. Hey, so we got a new caller. Hey, Black Muslim, you right? How you doing, brother? Give me a thumbs up, bro. Camera on? Okay, turn your camera off, brother. Let me bring in Mr. Black Muslim in the background. What's going on, Black Muslim?
What's going on, bro?
Hey, we're recovering from,
I know,
this day
man.
night.
I missed the stream, dude. I'm already sick hearing it because I'm like right there with you when it comes to the Japanese. I'm not as like sold on like you 100% with it, but I'm pretty like yes, Blasian, please, thank you. That's all I want, right? But I'm sick hearing this. I don't know how I missed that stream yesterday. I'm actually upset about that, but 70%, bro. And then Theo over here saying corn. Oh man, I'm say man. But I was hitting you up to complain about this whole Nigeria attacking Niger thing. Like, bruh, I do not like that.
Same here, man.
I do
That's
not
some
like that.
sellout-ish.
Yeah,
Some
that's for. I mean,
sellout-ish, bro.
it's 100% on behalf of France, and it's like, why are we doing this on behalf of France? Why? You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Even if you felt like you was like somehow politically obliged to do it because it was like sink or swim kind of situation, you could have. All they needed was time. You could have made some excuses for a couple of months. You know, gave him some leeway. I've been upset about that all day, bro. And France is on the verge of imploding, man. Between its unruly immigrant situation and just like everything, they have so many issues. And it's not just Niger that left. Mali left. I mean, they're probably going to lose maybe if Mali is completely successful, which so far it looks like that, then Niger is there right there behind them. I mean, you could see a couple more countries going the same way soon, right? I mean, not Senegal, not Morocco; those are pretty tough in there. But like, I don't know. I'm trying to think what countries may move that way. But I personally, to our own conversation that we normally have, I personally like the way this is going. I don't like
Same
the
here.
fact that Nigeria is like running interference. I mean, they moving so quick. Like we're gonna declare war and da da da. What happened to all the UN conversations and all that other stuff? You know what I'm saying? It's so funny how this UN is so useless when it's supposed to protect all these other countries that's supposed to be part of it. Like it's just a way for these other countries to move and take what they want. And yeah, I think they want to stop Niger because they want to stop any other country from doing the same thing. But
Yep.
these puppets gotta go, man. These puppets gotta go.
Facts, bro. Absolute facts. Without a single doubt, man. But apparently they voted it, the Nigerian Senate. So I don't think it's happening yet, bro. But obviously France will try and do something else, man. But they hired the Wagner Group, Niger. So this might pop off, bro. So I'm observing it very closely, brother. But thanks for the discussion, Black Muslim. So D-Man Sammy, can you turn your camera on in the background, please, so I know you're not a troll? Thank you, brother. You're confirmed. Thank you, brother. Do you want to turn your camera off? Let me bring in Mr. D-Man Sammy. What's going on, my Belizean brother?
How you doing, IP? Good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, brother. How you keeping?
I'm all right. Kind of up late. Iron clothes for church. So I was listening to the stream. Good stream. Good stream.
Hey, thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. So, do you have any questions for me, or do you want to speak in regards to Belize? What's on your mind, brother?
Actually, I wanted to share you a story with you about a Japanese chick. So it's not that old. It's kind of old, but it was right when I was out of high school, or I mean out of college. I was about 22, and I did it's not an internship, but I was basically like a chaperone for like some Japanese high schoolers that came over to America. So I was working out of Rockville, Maryland. So it was like a big old, I was like, I don't know, like 100 or so boys and girls. They were all like 16, 17, maybe a few 18-year-olds. They're all in like I guess like for them it would be like junior year. So they came to America. It was like most of them was their first time. They came to America. We took them around a couple of places. Took them to a store, a grocery store, because they don't have like the supermarkets, over there. You know that if you were over there. So it was pretty cool bringing them around, teaching English to them, some of them. And at the time, I had just I had gotten a minor in Japanese, so I knew some Japanese. So I would talk with some of them in Japanese. But the funny part was there was like the girls there, like a lot of them seemed like really interested in like I guess American dudes. Like at the time, obviously I'm like, no, they're all minors, so I'm not trying to touch none of them. And I was
Obviously,
already
brother. Obviously, brother. Keep it very PG, yeah. Please, brother.
no,
Please.
no, 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 no. There's no X-rated stuff. So nothing X-rated. But yeah, I wasn't doing nothing. I wasn't trying to talk to him, nothing like that. But there's this one girl that like she was aggressive, bro.
How,
like
hold on. How
like
old was she?
like
Just make sure that we're adult. She's an adult, right? 18
again,
plus.
nah, they weren't. So I wasn't talking to them. So like I said, I
Brother.
wasn't trying to do nothing.
All right, brother.
But
Brother, hold on. Let's skip the story, brother. Because YouTube is very they're messy, brother. So let's skip the
no,
story,
I
brother.
get you. Nothing happened. So this was all like platonic. Like nothing was going on. What I was trying
That's fine,
to
brother.
get to the point was
But brother,
what you were
I
saying.
wanna hold on, brother. I wanna end the conversation, brother. It's just for YouTube purposes, brother.
Okay,
If
okay.
that's okay
I
with you.
respect it.
Thank you, brother. When it comes to things like that, I just wanna end it. Okay, brother. Thank you.
I got you. I got you.
Anything else you want to speak on, brother? Any questions for me, bro?
Um, well, as for my Belizean background, um, so I was saying in the chat, like I'm Belizean by my birthright, I guess, because both my parents came from Belize. I was born in America, but I've been to Belize several times. A lot of Belizean family members. Um, and as for like what they like, I would say probably like I don't know any of them like the females that are in my family that were with white dudes. So as far as Belizeans being into white guys, I don't think so. But there's a lot of like the rich white people tend to go over there like for you know tourism, and a lot of them like buy islands out there and stuff, especially like a few years ago when land was being sold outside of the country and like the locals weren't buying it up, so everybody outside was buying it up. um and I knew there's some like Caribbeans that bought some land, but most of the people that bought it were white or like European or something like that. So there's going to be some white people there, but they're not going to be like in the population like where the majority population. They're probably going to only be in like the touristy areas and the nice areas, like in Placencia, which is like a pretty upper crust city. It's like I think it's south of the capital, which is Belize City. Um, but as far as the women, like yeah, a lot of them are attractive. And you also have a pretty interesting culture there because they're a bit of a melting pot because of their history. So I don't know how much you know about Belize, but Belize used to be a British colony. It was a slave colony for a long time. So there's a lot of West African slash Caribbean history. They're actually part of like the whole like Caribbean diaspora, like like Jamaica and Virgin Islands and Trinidad. Like they're all part of it. And actually, I have part Jamaican in me and part Trinidadian in me. And my grandma, on my dad's side, is Honduran. So the culture there, like they have like you have like the local population that were like from the Central American area that are you have like some people that actually have Mayan blood in them. which is like the Indian culture there. They actually have like Mayan ruins out in like the, I guess like the more remote parts of Belize. They have tours and stuff out there. So
All right,
like the
thank you, bro.
language, their second language is Spanish. So
All right.
you'll see some Spanish people that straight up speak Creole. Like you would never think they would know English, but they know English.
All right. Thank you for that breakdown, D-Man Sammy. Much appreciated, bro. So great live stream so far. Any brothers want to call in? If not, I'm going for 5-10 more minutes. I'm gonna end the live stream. Thanks for that, D-Man Sammy. Much appreciated, bro. And just to clarify, right, brothers who call in, so no shit at you, D-Man Sammy, but when it comes to things that we know are sensitive, right, even though nothing happened, please avoid speaking on it on the channel, please. YouTube is very strict. I've read the policies. Just avoid it, brother, please. That goes for anyone calling in. Keep it very extremely PG. I don't want to hear nothing about school trips, but no, please, I'm asking you, I'm begging you, please. You want to say anything else, Black Muslim?
No, man. I was just showing up, man. That Niger thing was really got underneath my skin, man. I'd have called in earlier, but the kids were still up, running around. But yeah. Yeah, man. When I'm about to go out to Morocco after this Manosphere meetup, man, we're gonna have to do a live stream on Morocco.
Absolutely. How long will you be out there for?
I'm trying to stay like 2 months, man. I don't want to come back.
Ooh,
I'm trying to skip the whole winter if I can, man. To be honest, man. So yeah, I'm gonna try to stay 10 minutes.
Oh, fantastic. Your wife is gonna be out there. Your future wife, sorry.
Yep. So we'll go scoop her up, get married, and sit out there for about 2 months. Then I'll come back and tell you about the culture as much as I can, man.
Awesome. Are you getting married in that 2 months, brother, in Morocco?
Probably. It's a lot of courting. The courting phase is what we're going through now. So talking to our family, you know what I'm saying? Father's okay with it. This is not like the other situation, so a lot more easier. But yeah, more than likely, yeah, probably will get married and then have a little success story for you.
Fantastic, man. All the best to your marriage and congratulations, Black Muslim.
I appreciate you, bro.
Awesome. So I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you, D-Man Sammy, and thank you, brothers, for calling. Okay. All right. Thank you, D-Man Sammy. Appreciate you, bro. Awesome. All right. Great live stream, brothers. Great live stream. So once again, thank you very much to all those who hit the PayPal donation, hit the super chats. Shout out to D-Man Sammy and the Black Muslim and our guest and Ivan for contributing to this discussion. That was much appreciated. Okay. Awesome. So let's see. Give me 1 second. Yeah, okay. All right, we good. All right, thank you, brothers. All right, have a great Sunday ahead, brothers. Much appreciated. Salute to all of you, and I'll see you, brothers, on the next video. Peace out, brothers.